somebody else in their life, they can't really, hear somebody say, go be by yourself. They'll have to encounter some situation for it to happen to them. So I understand that people are on their own journey and stuff like that, but at the same time, you have the choice to take the initiative now to do it after listening to this episode.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because ignorance is bliss.
You see what I'm saying?
But once you become aware, you can't be unaware. And that's also another point we can get into about like being alone. It's like you're gonna become so aware of damn near everything.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna realize like this journey to awareness is never gonna end. So as time goes on and as you continue to age, your awareness is going to continue to increase as well. So that can also be scary though, like you said, being too fucking aware.
Bro, some people literally enter psych wards because they are too aware.
Yeah.
You begin to walk around by yourself and notice more noises around you or notice more situations around you. I can tell you for a fact, just by being by myself and, even if it's walking somewhere on campus by myself when I was in college, like I've seen situations that people do not know that I saw or do not know that somebody else knows about. They think it was just an isolated situation with just them or just them and another person. But I became aware of that. And in some situations, it's made me, stay away from people or stay away from situations. And if you up the magnitude of that, you become aware about the world and how it actually works and what is actually going on and what actually matters. And that can put a lot of weight on you because you're like, fuck, bro. And that's why I really feel like I came to this conclusion of really, I think me coming to the conclusion of this all doesn't really matter at the end of the day is a coping mechanism. Because I understand so much about what it is, or I've become aware of so much of what this experience is that I just have to put my worst case scenario there where, it won't bother me because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be, my energy is going to be passed on somewhere else, whatever the fuck. Like, but I know it does matter for this specific plane, but it's like you just learn so much, and most times you can't really go to everybody and talk about it because they've become aware of their own things, and maybe they may be in a mental state that is adverse to hearing other ideas or thought processes. So you gather all this information and you don't really have anybody to tell it to or share it to. And it's like you're building up all of this inventory of awareness, and some people really fall in that situation. But even when I say I'm an observer, that is a way of me coping with the awareness that I've attained, because certain shit could scare another person, or it could make another person want to check out of life,
literally,
or stuff like this. So it's definitely something to say about becoming too aware.
Yeah, that's why honestly, like, I used to, like, when I first started this journey, bro, like, I was like, yeehaw, like, I'm excited. So I'm going down every single rabbit hole. But like, bruh, I had to stop that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's bruh. And I hate getting into it.
Yeah. So and it's a tough pill to swallow when you realize that like everything you were taught from a child is a big scam and a big lie, and that's one of the hardest pills you have to swallow.
Yeah. It's like you hear this data set of knowledge, and then you find out no. You hear this data set of knowledge, and then you hear that this data set of knowledge is all you need to be successful in this place. And then you learn that it's not. That's like a shattered reality.
Yeah.
That's like a person that has been in a specific religious belief and then hearing that it may not be true, but they've always held it to be true. And it could be very, very world shattering. It can literally make you like rethink everything in your life. And some people literally take their own lives because they find out that their life was a lie. They find out that their parents that they had growing up were actually foster parents and not their real parents. And they're like, fuck, bro. They go through all of this shit and they go down their own rabbit hole. Can I find my parents? Are they alive? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And bro, it can really, like, you have to equip yourself. And it's funny to say, you equip yourself for the process of personal development during personal development. That's fucking stupid.
It's a paradox.
That's fucking retarded. I'm not even gonna lie. But it's like you have to go through these situations and withstand them to be able to acquire the skills and tools to go through all these other situations.
Yeah.
So it's tough, man. I see why a lot of people don't go on it, bro. I see it, but I just know for a fact that hearing the stories of some humans that have lived, like David Goggins, or people that have come from deep poverty and become successful in their own regards and good people, you hear that it's possible. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that most of the world will for sure be crushed by the weight that personal development brings to them. I know for a fact that most of the world is probably capable of it, but they won't. They will not do it.
They're not willing to pay that price.
No. I don't think it's a price for real though, bro. Like this shit it's normal. Like you give up a little bit of time, grow a little bit, get the benefits from that growth, and then run the cycle back again next time you want to grow some more.
Yeah, that's the price though, bro. Giving up that time and whatever.
One person may think it's $1 million. I just think it's free.
Yeah. But like I feel like to the average person, I don't want to say average, but to majority of people, and the reason they don't go down or take on this journey of self-enlightenment is because they don't want to face their own demons. That's the price they got to pay. Because like I said, acceptance is step number one. So facing your own demons is going to be literally the first step to personal growth. All these demons from your childhood that you never dealt with, they just became bigger and stronger as you became older. Yeah. And now you at this stage where you're like, holy fuck, I need to do something different with my life. Mm-hmm. But now these demons are on steroids and shit because you never dealt with them. Yeah. So then they be like, you know what? I don't want to face them bitches.
And here's the funny part about it, bro. I didn't start shadow work until about maybe a year or two in. I did not start shadow work because I remember specifically being alone by myself in high school, and when I was alone, I would self-sabotage. So I would say things to myself, I would do things to myself, I would make myself believe beliefs that were not true. And these were diminishing beliefs. So you don't have to, like, you don't think that it's a right now it has to happen, it has to get taken care of type of thing with shadow work. You can build up the tools to be able to deal with it before you deal with it. Yeah. Like, I would recommend that actually, because that's some fucked up shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, bro, I would say I did the most shadow work when I was in Bali, bro, and I cried every fucking time I meditated, bro. Like, it's very tough because for some people it's traumatic experiences and they have to relive those in order to extract the information that they need out of it. And you don't want to go through that fire to get to that cold side on the other side and then go back through the fire just to extract it out. So it's like, it's definitely a lot of work, but you have to build yourself up to be able to do that. Start doing some hard shit, and you'll be like, of course I can think about a memory in my mind and, you know, extract it. I'm just dealing with something in my mind. It ain't even no real shit. It's just a literal memory. And on your course of personal development, you kind of detach from it. I've detached from a lot of them. There were points of time, of moments that I've had that are now in the past. They are present moments. I'm only existing in the present as far as I know. That present moment is all the way back there. I have a new present moment. We're here right now in 2025. I got this podcast.